All right, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 32 and verse 9. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, I have seen this people, referring to you Hebrew Israelites, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachakodash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to the Lord's hopeful elect. Just a quick epistle about what's wrong with the majority of our people, you so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, but you're actually the Hebrew Israelites, all right? In the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, the Lord is telling us in Exodus 32 and 9, the Lord is speaking to Moses concerning the state of the people. And the Lord is telling, Moses how he views the Israelites, man. All right. And this is the Edom line for stiff neck, inflexibility, stubborn, all right, obstinate. So that's the spirit that our people are in to this very day. Sure, they were like that, back in ancient Egypt, complaining about every damn thing. The Lord was doing miracles on behalf of, Israel. And a lot of our people were still in the spirit of what's it called? Complaining in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. You even look at what Yahweh went through. Our people, you know what I mean, would rather have a man that was guilty of breaking the law, and Yahweh was innocent. They would rather let that guilty man go free and crucify a just man, which is Yahweh Shah. That's the spirit that our people are in. They're very stiff-necked, stubborn-ass people, man. And I always like to say it's getting late in the day. This shit is getting very, very old and exhausting, man, with our own people coming up against, decency, man. And we always say through the spirit, it's not us that speak these words, man. Truth be told, all we really want to do is go home. We're not here to debate anymore. We don't want to fight nobody no more. We're not trying to sit here and do this for another 30 years, complaining about our women, our children, our brothers, our wicked ass brothers. That's all that's going on, man, and it's getting very, very tiresome, man, dealing with our people that come up and buck up and scoff the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. That's crazy. We're just telling you, hey, man, and the reason why they can't do it, ultimately, we know that it's the Lord that has blinded these people, but it's really because of pride. A lot of our people are so prideful, especially the woman, that they can't say, you know what, I'm wrong, or you know what, they taught us, I learned something that was wrong, and I thought that it was right, but it was actually wrong. That's the problem with our people. They're so prideful, puffed the hell up, that they can't just admit that they were wrong, and they inherited lies. We're teaching you guys through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Deuteronomy 28th chapter. All these curses that was placed upon us for disobeying the Lord, man, and it's still happening to this very day. So what the hell is wrong with our people? Why is all this bearing false witness going on? Well, it goes back to what the Lord taught us, man. All right, it's some that are chosen and some are not, and we're seeing the manifestation of that. The Lord taught us, Malak Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Hey, if they hated me, all right, then they're also gonna hate you too. So that's what's happening, man. It has to be, or else what the hell is wrong with our people? This has to be this group of individuals of our nation that either are the same spirits reincarnated, or they're the descendants of those people who said, let the blood of Yahweh Shah be upon them. All right. And it's manifesting that they hated Yahweh so much that they had him put to death. All right. And it was a horrific sight. It was a horrific thing that the Lord went through. All right. And it's happening today. All these people just bucking up against common sense, man. The fact that we're telling them, hey, we have a savior. They don't like that. They don't want to worship Yahweh. They don't, a lot of people feel like they don't need a savior. The law, statutes, and commandments, the dietary law, all the shrimp and shit just tastes too good. I'll just pray over it. The Lord did away with the law. All these things, man. And it goes back to our people being stiff-necked, man. And we'll see that again. Exodus in 33, verse 5. For the Lord Yahweh had said unto Moses, say unto the children of Israel, ye are a stiff-necked people. You're stubborn, just like a baby. trying to feed a spoonful of medicine, bitter herbs, bitter medicine to a baby, man, not knowing that this is good and beneficial for that baby, all right, to take this medicine. Same thing with these grown-ass Israelites, man. Here we are through the Spirit trying to give them medicine for healing, all right, and growth, and they're rejecting it because they're stiff-necked people, okay? And I mean, that's pretty much the point. And we'll go to the book of Isaiah. 29 and verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for so much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me. Our people in the Bible speaks about our people having a zeal of righteousness, a zeal of obedience towards Yahweh Shem Shai, but it isn't according to knowledge. So yeah, you'll hear during the award shows, especially back in the day, the BET awards. Oh man, they get up there all day, every day, and think they God and mama, either vice versa. First they'll put their mama, then God, or it be vice versa. But that goes back to their zeal. See, our people know and believe to a certain degree that there is a higher power, in the heavens, man. But again, it isn't according to knowledge. So everyone's just talking and doing their own thing. It's only a small remnant that's actually coming in the correct spirit of humility, all right, and obedience and fear. And it starts with the fear. And you have to understand what the Lord is capable of, all right, to have that fear. You know that the Lord controls every aspect of your life and your brother's life and your sister's life, all right? So that's why we come in the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai and try to be obedient, all right, to what he says, because he can F up your life, man. And that ain't what you want. And we know that ain't what you want, Israel, because you love pleasure. You love pleasure more than Yahweh Shem Shai. That's how we know that you don't really want to go through this. Especially you women. You ain't trying to go through no great tribulation. That's why they just got their hands over their ears and going la 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 la. We can see it from a mile away with the spirit of discernment, based off how you receive or reject this truth, man. All right, but again, wherefore the Lord said, for so much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear, which is a lack thereof, all right, toward me is taught by the precept of men, our slave masters. If we just look at us in Babylon the Great here, who taught us about, the Lord? Man, we learned that shit. And I'm not going to take it all the way back. I'm talking about, being in Babylon the Great, the so-called USA. They taught us how to, quote unquote, serve the Lord, which they gave us those idol names. And they gave us the image of a so-called white man with long ass hair and blue eyes. And all the angels were butt naked babies with arrows shooting and shit like that. A bunch of lies. This is how we learn the fear of the Lord, again, which was a lack thereof. They taught us that all you had to do to be saved was say this idol's name and say that you receive him in your heart and you'll be saved, man. All right, it was taught by the precept of men. Shit, verse 14, therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, you stiff-necked people, even a marvelous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish. And we're seeing that now. The Lord is beginning at his house with exposing all these people that have came against the true prophets. All right, they're saying, slanderous things about the men of great millstone. I just keep it real, and it's coming to find out that they're the one that's guilty of this shit. Especially look at Brother Polite, so-called Brother Polite, right? Talking about, great doctrine this, great doctrine that, and it turns out that this nigga really done did the same shit that he's bearing false witness against. So man, we just gotta buckle up and get ready for it, man, because it's gonna come back to back rapid fire, and it's gonna intensify with the whole false accusation and the people manifesting that they hate us. All right, so we just have to prepare for it. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of the prudent men shall be hid. Okay, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? So what's happening with the Sakari camp right now? Really could care less about what that dude got having exposed is, because, and the reason why we're all guilty of sins worthy of death, man. So let's not be over righteous and just beat now the dude, the head of Sakari, he got some other fucking prideful issues that's going on that's been addressed through the Spirit. But this whole told what he's doing behind closed doors, man, yeah, it's wicked, but we're all guilty of sin, worthy of death, man. So let's not be, over righteous and just, you know what I mean? He got enough shit on his plate already through the Spirit, is what I'm saying, man. And we're all just as guilty. It's just the Lord, Lord willing, we repent and the Lord won't expose our shit, because we all got, brothers, especially, in the world, man, especially before we came into this truth, man, it's, brothers is in gangs, committing adultery, all type of shit, and brothers have confessed about, that weird spirit upon them, in this truth. So, but the point being that everything hidden is going to come to the light, including who are the Lord's chosen, who are the real prophets that the Lord is actually with and going to protect and eventually give great power, dominion, and glory unto. We just have to finish the course and just know what we're a part of. Our leadership speaks on that a lot, knowing what you're a part of, and what we're a part of is finna get very intense as it relates to people hating us. We haven't really seen that on a mass level. Now the Lord is preparing us. We go through, things in our individual lives. Most of us went through a form of that when we first came into the truth as it relates to our family. When we started, trying to tell them, hey, we're Israelites. Hey, you got to keep the law. Hey, the name of the Lord is Yahweh. His son name is Yahweh Shah. For the most part, they didn't really rock with that. And it could, and I've testified. I've been put in jail, behind the spirit that's upon my parents. All right, false accusations, all that shit. I've actually been a lot of times, man. All right, and we just gotta prepare our minds. Pray to Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai for strength to endure our lot, to be worthy to drink of that cup that Yahweh Shai drunk from, which is persecution, false accusations, or bearing false witness, all these things, man. All right, we have to prepare, because it's only going to get worse, man. And pretty soon, man, we're just going to be one of America's most hated. And don't think that the gang members here, I mean, they're terrorists. All right, but they're gonna lump us in that category as terrorists as well, and pretty soon, man, we're gonna be hated for real on a scale like we've never really dealt with. So again, we gotta count the cost. We want, this salvation. We want this glory. We want to be at that 144,000. This is a part of it. Don't think it's strange when these idiots continuously make up things about us all, or we believe, or we follow certain men that are getting false accusations put upon us, and it lumps us in the same category with those men that we follow. All right, so they're starting with the leadership of Great Millstone, saying all type of slanderous things. All right, and if we believe, and follow these men, guess what? We're in the same damn category. So we just have to be prepared, because our people are stiff-necked. Here we are trying to, give them salvation, a way to salvation, the way to salvation through the Spirit, and they're rejecting it. All right, the name's Yahweh Shema Shah, taking the name of the Lord in vain, disregarding it, just saying whatever the hell they want to, especially the woman, and they'll boast in it, boast in their ignorance, just be boasting and just stupidity. And we're trying to help them out. We're trying to get you to get perfect. Look at how y'all conduct yourself. Money this, money that. Look at my car. Look at my shoes. Especially the woman. Look at my outfit. Look at my little nails, my toenails, my hair. We know you want to look good, Eve. We know you want to look good, Jake. Well, this is the process to get to that perfection in which we seek so badly, to have a place, a city, all right, a kingdom that's just for us. Y'all love Atlanta so much. Y'all love Miami so much. California, but it's really the A, it's really the A, because they call it the Black Mecca. Texas, but y'all know what it is with Atlanta. Our people think that this is like the kingdom. They think Atlanta is the kingdom for so-called black people. All right, and what the Lord is offering us, he has prepared a place for us, that we can be perfect. That we, and brothers have had visions of, the kingdom. Seeing our people decked out with jewels, man. Seeing, the foundations of the kingdom shining. Everybody looking good. Everybody perfect. Blowing, mind blowing, brothers flying, all these things, man, the Lord has promised us. And these are just the things that he let us see and believe. Imagine what we can't even come up with in our mind that the Lord has prepared for those who love him. But our people want to reject that, and hey man, as soon as they see Yahweh Shai, it's gonna be that everlasting shame, because they're gonna know they effed up, and they're gonna see our reward. And it is what it is, man. Our brothers and sisters are prophesied not to make it, and I'm talking about, as a whole, our nation. There are people, all right, who are not gonna make it. Maybe your own so-called family, but we have to prepare for a lot of our people not to make it. And if we're prepared, then we're just gonna keep our head down, all right, and just drive on. All right, keep on working. Don't let these issues sway you. Continue to serve Yahweh Shem Shah to the best of your ability, because we're still in this flesh. All right, we go to the book of Proverbs 1:22. How long, ye simple ones? You guys are a bunch of simps. All right, simple-minded people. Will ye love simplicity? How long will you put idols on a pedestal? How long will you worship money? How long will you love money, Israel? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Now, how is the Lord doing this? Through the prophets. Now, there are false prophets. This is all prophecy. The Lord said in Matthew 24th chapter, some will come in my name, saying that I am Hamashiach. The Lord also said that his sheep hear his voice. So if you can't discern who the real men are, you're probably not chosen. You're probably not of the Lord's sheep. It is what it is. All right. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, other than the hopeful elect. But ye have said, and not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. So that's what we're doing through the Spirit, telling people, our people, right from wrong, and our people are just rejecting it left and right. Guess what the Lord say? Verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Hey, the Apostle Rachar was going into that the other day about, the Lord doing that through us. All right, we're going to be the ones that's eating in the day of a famine, all right, or in the season of a famine. And these great calamities are just coming back to back to back. We promise you that through the Spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shah. When we get in Jacob's trouble, it's going to be back to back to back. All right, I pray for no rest for the wicked, man. No rest for the wicked. You should have paid now, or you're gonna have to pay later, but we're all gonna pay for what they did to Malak Yahweh Shai. All right, whether that blood was for certain individual salvation, or whether that blood was for damnation for the wicked of our nation, man. Everybody's going to pay. The servant is not greater than the master. And just because you guys aren't called, you're still going to serve Yahweh Shai when it's all said and done anyway. So if the Lord went through, persecution, false accusations, pain, guess what? We're not greater than Yahweh Shai. We're going to go through it as well, man. All right. So Lord willing, we've prophesied Jacob's trouble. So we're preparing ourselves to go through this. We're preparing ourselves to lose things, all right? And Lord willing, because we paid now and repented now before the Lord, flipped out on this place, he's going to remember us and protect us, provide us with food, shelter, and clothing during this time of great tribulation, man. And the rest of you idiots of our nation are going to be caught up, especially you wicked ass women, man. And shit, day one, man. Soon as it really gets to, drawing them swords, day one, the gangsters, the gang members and shit, it's gonna be up for them. All right, they're gonna get rid of them first go round, man, because they're a problem. All right. Everyone don't have the spirit as young Jake out here carrying these guns and ready to crash out. I damn near envy that type of spirit of, because that's the type of spirit that we need in this truth. Just not to give a damn what people think. And that's how they are when it comes to their wickedness, man. Man, little Jake don't give a damn. They are all ready to die, either from being in prison all their life or actually being put to death with all this gun toting and shit. That's the type of spirit that we have to have in this truth. We have to be ready to die. Let's just keep it real. And that's the importance of the brotherhood, man, because we got people that we know believe in the same thing that we believe in, and they'll die with us. Hey, some brothers are prophesied to be martyrs, and there's also prophecy of the Lord, lifting up a standard, for other brothers. But we have to be real with it. We don't know what our lot is, so we could very much get put to death for the name Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. We got to prepare for that. But again, that's what that brotherhood is for. Yahweh Shai had to go through that by himself. And I will say this: Oh, make no mistake about it. Yahweh did go through by itself, but hey, Yahweh, he even, he let Yahweh be crucified with, some other men up there, man. So that's beautiful. Because I'll just say that, just speaking as a man, don't nobody want to die alone. That's Yahweh is king for a reason. All praises call halal malach Yahweh first and foremost. All right, not to downplay any, but I'm just speaking as a man. If I had a choice, would I rather just die, or would I rather, like, if my brother was gonna die too, I'd rather us die together. That's a beautiful thing, man. All right, and again, it's just something that we have to acknowledge. And a lot of people that claim that they believe in the God of the Bible, they don't deal with the harsh reality of prophecy. That's why the Lord taught us about our people being stiff-necked, wanting to hear smooth things, prophesy the deceits, who would say to the seer, see not, prophesy not unto us right things, but prophesy smooth things. They rather hear a prosperity gospel. They rather hear things are going to be all right. They rather hear there's not going to be a great tribulation. There's not going to be a mark of the beast, because truthfully, we can discern they're just scared as hell. All right, they're scared. They see that shit is really happening. That damn pandemic came. Yeah, the Lord, they went back to their vomit, but man, they wasn't doing so hot. Sure, the people who were getting money, all right, but you see, there's that love of money. When that money come into play, just like I spoke about this yesterday, just like the people were in a damn near uproar spirit concerning what was going on in the White House. Soon as tax season came, everybody done got quiet now, because they got their little money. That's how they know how to rock your ass back to sleep, Jake, with the money. All right, folly money. Folly is setting great dignity here. All right, that's why they pay all these athletes and entertainers all the amount of money to keep you docile, man, weak. And that's the spirit of a child and a woman. That's why the Lord said that this truth was really for men to teach and to uphold, because it's not in the nature of a child to do so, and it damn sure isn't in the nature of a woman to do so. All she cares about is pleasure. And if you play your cards right, my sister, you're gonna live in a eternal state of pleasure. But you have to go through that straight gate to get there, or you can't continue in this shit. Even you about to get your shit rocked. Everybody's sick of you, so especially nobody's more sick of of this fucking creature. Oh man, the so-called black woman. She's the worst right now, from that tribe of Judah, the Judite woman. Oh man, she got to be the worst. And don't think that the Northern Kingdom women are far behind her. They just as shit talky, just as attitude having as the so-called black woman, man. But everyone's tired of the woman, period, especially here in Babylon the Great. You guys are out of order, and men are starting to realize that they've been placed at the bottom, and that the juice ain't really worth the squeeze. So guess what? The Lord gonna put the spirit upon us that tear this motherfucker up. Now, through the spirit, we gonna get out the way, you know what I mean, and let y'all do what y'all do to the Lord. Puts the spirit upon us to get active, if that be, a necessity. But hey man, the men, they're gonna tear this bitch up, because there ain't nothing left to do. The women are out of order with our children. This is a joke. First of all, the Lord done sped up time, so we can't even enjoy anything no more, because we're at the end. The Lord, these days are going by, so our children are growing up too damn fast. We're not enjoying it, so the juice ain't worth the squeeze. What's left other than chaos and violence? All right, especially for men, we don't have nothing to hear as men, so we're gonna tear it up. This is for the women and the children. Weak ass nigga, effeminate ass men. This is your queendom. All right, we don't want nothing to do with this. And I ain't just speaking for the men of Yahweh Shema Shai. I'm talking about men, that of other nations that are here. Even Esau Edom, he gonna get tired of that shit, man. He gonna get tired of that BBC shit, and it's just gonna be race wars because of that shit. Y'all, he's jealous. But this is a sign of a declining kingdom. That your women are going the hell off, We ain't got nothing to do with that. We didn't go up to your fucking women per se and say, hey, all you women, come check us out, come deal with us. This is a spirit that the Lord put upon your women to commit adultery and to desire the so-called, black man. It's just, everything is just, it's finna go down, man. This wickedness is just too much. All right, and the only thing really left is to get violent. World War III. You hear all these rumors and rumors of this, rumors of that. One rumor that you don't hear is a rumor of peace right now. You don't really hear that, do you? If you're really watching, you hear the rumors of wars. All they're talking about this and that, this and that, this and that. All type of just conflict. No matter if it's from the White House on down to people's individual households, just complaining all day, every day. And that's why the Lord tells us that we have a more sure word of prophecy. All right, it looks like things are going to get janky more than they're going to be, back to making Babylon the great again. Revelation 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And that's the desire right here, is for us to be caught up in those chariots with Malaki Hawashah, that host of holy angels, and everything else that we don't know that the Lord coming with. All right, we don't know how those chariots is gonna look for real. We don't know how Yahweh body is for real. The angels, we don't know. But we desire it, we actually believe it, and that's ultimately, this is going to be the physical manifestation of us coming out of Babylon the Great, and the other brothers that are scattered throughout the rest of the earth as well. But the bulk of that deliverance is going to be here in Babylon the Great, so-called USA, and we're coming out of her now through the Spirit. All right. But eventually the Lord is going to have to actually save us from them nuclear missiles, man, and all the chaos and disease and pestilence and different earthquakes and storms and tempests throughout the whole earth, man. All right, he has to come save us, or else we're all going to die here. We're all going to die here. All right, so we just have to remember, man, there's a great reward that's coming, but the servant is not greater than his master. And shit, man, let the persecution begin, I guess. We can't change it, so we might as well go ahead and get to it and get it over with. Lord willing, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua be with us. And Lord willing, if you believe in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, you never, come in a mocking spirit. May the Lord be with you and your household, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Till next time, shalom.